Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Of course it's about time that someday I do this series too. Well, the day is here. I've already done it, of course, now that I have it up here on YouTube. Yeah, I just gotta have this footage too, like if I want to make a music video, for example, in the future, and I want to use some older footage too of the previous games, then I just already have this. It's so interesting how, because the original version, because this is the web version, the original version was way more saturated, or way more, quite a lot more. That I had to get used to. When I played this web version for the first time, I was like, oh, okay, so these controls and the visuals, it's a bit different. Well, not the controls though. The controls are not any different than how it was in the original game. It is different from Star Stable Online. Yeah, the controls have improved when it comes to Star Stables games. There we have Mr. Sands already. Look like Taurus. This is creepy. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Sands. He definitely senses Elisa's powers already. But I mean, imagine that. It's your first school day, and then, yeah, on unknown school, it's all new, everything's new. And then the creepy man comes up to you and he's like, I think you are a Taurus. And if it's then also true. And then, do you like horses? And yeah, really, that would be really creepy. Don't know how old or young. I think maybe these girls are like 14, 15, something like that. Anne is so sassy in these games. Yeah, okay. Alex describes, or Alex mentions once, how she thought that Anne was kind of full of herself in the books. Well, when it comes to this version of Anne, I agree with her, but I don't know. This Anne, yeah, she is a bit full of herself, but I don't know, in a light and fun way somehow. Alright, yeah, let's try to sneak past her. That doesn't work. I tried it. No, you can't sneak past her. She will always notice you. What? Jessica is also not running around with books. Or does he just need to see it once? I mean, students aren't going to run around with their books in hand all the time, right? Maybe with their backpack with books in it, but no, well. Of course, Linda is always friendly. She, of course, will help us. Yeah, the way we get introduced to these girls, it's like we already know them, kinda. The way they interact with us, it feels like that. But of course, I've been playing SSL since September, no, 12th of October 2012. Yeah. So for me, this all feels familiar. But it's like our introductions with them. It's it doesn't feel awkward somehow. It's like they talk with each other like they already know each other from for a longer while from the start. In a way, that's how it feels, and well, I guess it is true in a way. Yeah, I was so silly, I forgot to pick up the book, so I had to get back for it. This is the logbook, or quest log, really handy. Sometimes it can be a bit confusing who to talk to next, but just go talk to or interact with the characters, then they'll figure it out. But Sabine, yeah, this could be Sabine. Could also be Jessica. They both got their hair a bit uptight. But Jessica always more ponytail-ish. And Sabine a bit less ponytail-ish, to say so. Actually, I think we don't ever get to see the Dark Riders in casual outfits. Not really in new SSO. Well, or let's more say in old SSO. They always had these kind of suits. Not all the time though, but
no.
They don't look really casual in general. Jorvik Stables, place where it all begins for Lisa. First, I always do a star hunt, because there are always some stars present. Here's Anne with Concord in his full glory. They do look nice together. Yeah, that dressage that really went a little bit south in the third chapter, but that's a little bit away still. Yeah, I decided to do this video first now. And the other ones too, because, well, today I just recorded the stuff for the January roadmap, and it's really so far only a 7-minute video, so that quest with Rania next week, it easily fits into that video. Poor Starshine being infected with darkness. I don't know if it's Sans who did it. Well, of course, very soon Sabine. Yeah, it's gonna be funny in these games, like some say that Starshine is the fastest horse, and then Sabine about Khan, and then later Concord says he's the fastest horse, like, but I think it's in general Starshine. He's mostly known as the fastest horse. But now a new SSO, that's all a bit more complicated, of course, because we have English thoroughbreds who are, well, I'd say naturally, but it's more trained to be really fast, so I don't know if this is if Starshine is still the fastest horse in the new SSO. Yeah, sometime I want to replay the new version of the storyline quest. But not anytime soon.
No.
No, not anytime before all the graphics in game have been updated. The fact that Starshine still has the strength to get out in the ring. Okay, if it feels stronger now to Starshine, then I guess it's Sand that hurt him. Sand, he seems more like businessman, like I don't remember stuff really being revealed about his powers, because he seems to have dark powers here. Oh, do you see the beautiful pink background? Yeah, Sand seems to hurt Starshine somehow. Maybe it's Sabine after all, but like like I know Sand, he reincarnated to get more information about that later. Or reincarnated. Lots of pictures that are similar like him. Yeah, there is something about him that keeps him alive. I don't think he's human actually. No. Just like the Dark Riders in this game, they are not actual human. But in new SO, I'm not sure about that anymore now. But in the books, it's also like Jessica describes a longing for going back to the Dark Star. I remember, even though she does not have star powers.
No.
Well, not anymore. In new SO now, Jessica has like dark moon powers, the new moon, casting illusions, etc.
No.
But in this game and in the old SO, she yeah, you will see that in the third one, she sent Concards to Pandoria, so she had the sun powers. I explain more about this in another video as well. I made a power comparison of the Dark Riders, their previous powers and their powers now. It's actually in this one that Katja has the new moon powers, because she hypnotizes James and she establishes a mental connection with Linda later. So they are sort of opposites when it comes to powers in this one. But now, yeah, this one more about Lisa. Yeah, Lisa has the power to heal. The red hair, the color of blood. She can give life, to say so. Or more like heal life. And I suppose new SO with the ice powers, Katja is then the opposite. But yeah, in this version, yeah, I suppose Sand is doing this, although Sabine can also do stuff. I think it's Sabine, because in this version Sabine has more like fire powers. She's more an opposite of Alex when it comes to powers. Hurting and destroying the other. Don't see her do any lightning or something, but the fire is there with Khan. And that's the interesting thing too now. In new SSO, Sabine has the Dark Sun powers because she can create portals. And as you may already have seen my new video about latest storyline quests that I played in BSSO. And there it's actually shown, now I forgot what I had to say. Oh yeah, right. They talk about Elise and Nihili. And I think Elise Nihili was supposed to have, because there was the only power left, because in old SO, I know it may sound confusing all, but in old SO there was only like one power left, so not this, but older Star Stable Online, and that was Ice, Winter and Death, because in old SO it was also Katja who had these these moonish powers. Yeah, it's it may all sound complicated, but it really isn't that complicated. I made a whole sheet about that in that other video. That makes it a lot easier to understand. Yeah, I put it on the upper right corner either ways. Oh, this is fun actually. I mean, like, first time doing quests like this, it's I'm a little nervous, but well, I have played this before, of course, so I was like, oh, piece of cake. I have no idea where library is. Absolutely not. Yeah, of course I do, because I played before. It's funny then. Well, I must say about these games, there are some tricky parts in it. Yeah, there's Sans. Yeah, he looks more like a businessman. Really corporate. Secretive society. Lead rich. That all those kind of vibes. Yeah, I guess we're gonna be brave and get those books then. He can't see us. Yeah, it's actually quite easy to avoid. You just gotta make sure that you're not standing in his light. I can easily see when he is coming, so it's actually not that hard. You just gotta go for it. This I found so interesting. They caught a hideous sea creature, and it sounds like Garnock, known as Kraken Depths. The Kraken Depths, that's interesting. I don't know what sea creature they captured, but I doubt it was Garnock, because I think Garnock is huge. Deep core drilling company. Yeah, so Jorvik has always had like valuable minerals, etc. 1890, yeah, this guy, he is not human. He doesn't even try to cover up. I guess he is like, oh, people will die anyways, they're not gonna remember my face, whatever. 1903. Yeah, it's yeah, well, I don't think that Sans cares that much about lost lives. 1904. Like anything in 18 something, that's more than a century ago. Yeah, that horse looks a lot like Starshine. Yeah, that middle girl is Linda, on the left is maybe Anne. The one in front maybe Alex. Yeah, it's really, you learned some interesting lore in these games. And maybe it's not as canon anymore in new SSO. Yeah, again, I don't know that because I have not yet played the renewed and revised storyline quest version. It's interesting. Now at night you don't see anything, no pinkish glow or whatsoever.
No.
Oh yeah, and we gotta save him. And that's gonna get a little tricky too. I didn't manage that at once. I failed it a couple of times. Oh, I love playing this because it's like just playing storyline quests the whole time. And that are my favorite kind of quests, and I think probably every Star Stables favorite, or maybe not everyone, but the majority, I guess, and especially the old players. I don't know how it is with the new players. Like when I joined Star Stable, I was intrigued by the mystery, and I wanted to ride a 3D horse, to say so. I wanted a 3D horse game. Oh, so mean, Sabine. Yeah, this is so Sabine. Yeah. I love it. That girl is just too much. Yeah. Oh, the sound effects. Oh, I love it. The sound effects, the music. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. I'll be the one to go, or Lisa will be the one to go. Of course, Alex would have it seems like a crowbar, maybe, sort of. I know some tools in English, not all. Oh, I love the stars. This is actually quite dangerous. All those goons, like, if you get taken there, that's a big deal. Like, sure, this is just a game, and even if they capture you, then you just start where you began again. But I mean, if this would be real life, it would be really dangerous to do. But yeah, as I was saying, just that feeling of playing storyline quests all the time. I love that. Yeah, what also made this game a little tricky, that the controls, because like the character, you can only control the character by WASD, and well, there's not really a point in using the mouse. That is so different, because you know, now I have to use my middle finger all the time to get my character or horse moving, especially with the horse, then it's just press. And otherwise, what I do, I just use the scroller on the mouse to move my horse forward in Neo SSO. And then WASD, I use that more for steering, going to left and right. But you can't do that in this. You have to do almost all of it with one hand, and that's definitely more difficult. Yeah, I really like how the controls are in Neo SSO. They're really good. They're much easier than this. It's doable, this, but it is definitely more tricky. Only one way to go. The cool thing is, though, and I'm gonna do that at some point if I haven't done it already, your character can jump. And I wonder why SSO still hasn't implemented that feature. Maybe maybe they don't really see the point of it. Maybe they don't really see any use in it. That could be the reason. But it's just fun, I think. Now I had to redo this a couple of times because it failed. Not here, but later on. And at some point I did this, most of it running. Not this part though. I'm always careful on this part. Oh, just too, if you had to do that in real life, that would be really dangerous. I mean, where does that water even end? And it looks really dirty. You really don't want to fall in there. Okay, and now I'm gonna jump soon, because you can't get past the next one without jumping. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, so you're gonna have to take a risky jump. Of course I am gonna go for the star. Yeah, this part is tricky. But if you take it slow, then it's really well possible. I thought for a moment that this was too steep to go up to, but it's the only way we can go, so it can. But indeed, your character, slow your character down for just a moment. Oh, I love that Starshine senses Lisa, like, can communicate well like that. That would be so sloppy for any of the workers to leave such an important card there. But then again, looking at those high walls, etc., I don't think they would expect anyone to come in here by usage of those pipes. Oh yeah, this. I mean, oh poor Starshine. By now these goons would have noticed this for sure, but oh well. Maybe it's their glasses or the goggles that impair their vision a little bit. I don't know. There they go, and now we can go. But I'm first getting the star. Priorities. People priorities. No kidding. Oh, poor Starshine. No honey. Doesn't even have any hay or water there. And he's on a hard floor. Poor beastie. Well, not for long though. Yeah, Lisa can heal. Yeah, this is also like that you're maybe like, what do I have to do with? Just gonna have to click on the metal thingy a few times. Causes princess too. Oh, we would be cooked really. Okay, this part is not going to make sense because he already got us basically, but then they let us go? It doesn't make sense. They could so easily have captured Lisa already. Why did he run back? Sand didn't even call him back. Well, I guess maybe your magic powers or something. Oh well, we escaped. That's the most important thing. This part that I'm doing now, it's it may look easy on screen, but actually I had to do this twice or 3 times before I managed, even though I've done it before. Yeah, again, it's because of the controls, because you have to do everything with one hand, basically. It's kind of tricky. But I also like that, like, it is challenging, but it's not so challenging that I feel like if I feel that I'm like I don't want to try again because this is too difficult. It's like no, I feel like I'm gonna do this again, and I remember now, or I try to remember at what point it went wrong and then to do it right next time, because this is doable, but it is also a little bit tricky. But I love it, it's cool, like these goons, they really get after you, as you could see, they really run towards you. Yeah, they can actually get you. Okay, when they get you, it's not that big of a deal, but you don't have to do everything again from the start. That's the only thing. Yeah, in this game we got an actual threat. Gotta get that last blue star. This is also, when you do this the first time, it may be tricky, especially because it's a bit darkish, and then you may not see the obstacles in time. Like, there is a lock coming up soon, yeah, but you may miss it easily the first time, especially if you're a little bit panicked. Then it's, yeah. Then you may miss it. This is a little bit mushy. Oh, the sounds, it's I just love this old vibe so much. And it's actually, there is a threat, like, really need to run away here. Okay, sure, nothing really bad happens, we can just try again, our character lives, but still. Then you gotta go again from the start. This looks a little bit like Devil's Gap, but it is not Devil's Gap yet. That is what we will see in Alex's video. Maybe I should make some comparison videos one day, but I don't know. I still have a lot of comparison videos to make, and I'm not done yet with BSSO quests, so I'll see about that. But yeah, plenty of Star Stable plans, the renewed storyline quest once everything is generation free in USO, the comparisons, the rest of the BSSO quests, yeah, so plenty to do. But yeah, I love SSO, so this is just a fun thing to show, because she's not gonna come here. Sabina's not gonna go past this part. I guess the sacred light energy is too strong there. But it's just cool to see what she does. And then those fiery hooves of Khan. Yeah, so if you want to take a better look at her, it's safe to do it at this point. But I wouldn't do it before that point. Because then you have to start all over again. First time we visit this place. Oh, the stars. I mean, it's not a high quality sky, and the stars are kinda stretched out, but it's still beautiful. Oh, this too, the dark and the pink complement each other. I like it so much. This is already the last one from this chapter. Yeah, this one is the shortest. It is so pink. I will talk more about that in the next one. Yeah, Linda is next. Because I do have my theory about why it is so pink during this time. Or do I still have enough time to explain? Oh, no, I'll save it for the next video. Little tease for the next one. But I hope that I can upload that tomorrow or Saturday. There she comes with Khan. Yeah, we actually get to compete against her. That's actually quite cool. I'll be in a horse. No, don't be so mean. Do you have then a roasted horse? Overcooked? No, just kidding. Albino. Albinos don't have blue hair. It's all just white and pink then. The horses just, they all have the same model still in this one. Khan looks so angry. It's cool that they did that though. Don't, yeah, little tip here. She rears, but it's best that you don't. Because she can, yeah, if you mess up, she can beat you in this first round. Yeah, I thought at first that it was just 3 laps, but it's 3 rounds of 3 laps. I love how the public has been done. Like, okay, it's repeated, but it really looks like a public and still some variety and not too flat. It's yeah, I just like how they did things in this game. The wall, it is still so similar. Oh, it was a little bit, well, tense is maybe exaggerated, but it really was like, I do want to win this, I don't want to fail this, because I don't want to have to do it again. Because it's not my favorite competition, it's just running those laps. Just yesterday, yeah, the whole runtime of all these games, it is maybe a week. So this is actually then, this whole chapter, it's only just 2 days. Okay, if you plan to do this competition and you start with round 2, don't worry about it, because I think you just can't beat it. You can still win the competition, but no matter what I tried, yeah, okay, it's stuffed up here, but no matter what I tried, I just couldn't beat round 2. Because I did it once more again, because I was afraid that if I lost round 2 that I then would lose the whole competition, but that is not the case. But I don't know, for some reason they just made her fast in this round, I guess to make you feel a little bit tense, like you really have some competition going on. At this point I was already like, this round is just not gonna be mine. I just want to give up, but I was like, okay, well, I'll continue just for the sake of it. 1 minute 30 seconds. You can't, that's impossible for us. I tried it really. Maybe you can do it better than me, I don't know, but really it's really hard to I can't manage that at all, actually. Alright, then lap 3, or round 3, lap 1, for some reason she is slower again. And if you don't mess up, then you can manage this one and win it. But yeah, so the second round, that is just for Sabine, no matter what you try, because that 1 minute and 13 seconds, no, you're not gonna get it. Yeah. This video is then also almost to an end. Yeah, like I said, this chapter, it is the shortest one, so it's still worth a 40-minute video. It gets longer and longer, and the last chapter is the longest actually. Yeah, I do still think Starshine is, especially in new SSL now with that new model, the most beautiful of the Soul Rider horses. Well, that is it for chapter 1, and we've won. I like this, all this confetti and stuff. Well, and then they celebrate this a little bit, and yeah. That must be so weird for Lisa, because with all the magic and stuff, she is the first one that hears her horse talk to her. The others didn't have the experience yet. I guess these girls just already felt bonded rather quickly from the start. Yeah. This is then the epilogue. Well, I love this. Atmospheres like this. Little bit of story. Yeah, I really like how they put this together. And okay, we don't learn a lot of deep lore yet, but a bit deeper with that with Mr. Sand, like we get a taste and it leaves me wanting more. And these last 2 stars, I don't know where they are. I never managed to find them. Well, that was then basically it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon. Bye!